It's Ireland's biggest boutique festival. Yes, it's the Electric Picnic.
You're the chocolate at the end of my cornetto. I love the way your underwire bra always sets off that X-ray machine coming in the land. And now I love the color.
The Electric Picnic lineup is going a little bit retro this year, with bands who were really big in the 70s and 80s, like Brian Wilson, Magazine, Echo and the Bunnymen, and Chic for a little bit of disco funk. But the Electric Picnic never neglected the Irish accent. There's a strong contingency of Irish bands playing again this year, with the likes of Bell X1, Imelda May, The Villagers and Fionn Regan all on the bill. And Irish singer-songwriter Lisa Hannigan is also on the bill yet again at the Electric Picnic, fresh from her Mercury Prize nomination. We wish her the best of luck with that. We spoke to Lisa Hannigan at the Electric Picnic last year, where she told us all about her favourite pies and why she loves the Electric Picnic.
I don't know if you write letters or panic on the phone. I'd like to call you.
Did you go to Pie Minister?
Great pie, worth the queue.
Oh, how long did you queue for?
Not too long,
Yeah.
like maybe 20 minutes.
Didn't recognise you, bring you up to the front to give you a free pie.
No, but I'm always available for any free pies.
Would you endorse a pie?
Would I endorse a pie? If I got to eat that pie and lots of other pies.
What was in the pie?
It was chicken of Aragon or something. Chicken and bacon, like a pig ate a chicken and I ate that pig.
And how do you think the Electric Picnic compares to all the other festivals you've been at, like worldwide? I mean, you've done Glastonbury, you've done Glastonbury a couple of times, haven't you?
Well, the Electric Picnic is definitely one of my favourites. Glastonbury's amazing, it was so big, and this is just perfectly sized. And someone has all those the elements to it, and it's building a history already, it feels like. A few of my friends have been, they went to the very first year. That I didn't go the very first year.
The first year was raving time, you know?
Okay.
And you and me don't do raving anymore.
I don't know, I could be persuaded.
Back on the lineup are also old favourites of the Electric Picnic, like Alabama 3, who've played 2 or even 3 years in a row, and Basement Jacks, as well as Bat for Lashes. And we caught up with Natasha Khan from Bat for Lashes at the last Electric Picnic, where she spoke to us about her superstitions.
And the court jesters clapped, adored, hearts swelled to overdrive.
Consider black cats lucky or unlucky?
Lucky.
Lucky.
Definitely.
And?
Well, when I was little, I read a book called Carbonell, which was like a little kid's book about a witch's cat who was totally black. And then also, what's the other one? Not Matilda. What's the Worst Witch?
Oh, right.
The Worst Witch, yeah. And she had a black cat. But they were all the coolest kids, always had black cats, so I thought they were good.
So where do you think the superstition comes from? Like, some people get really freaked out by black cats.
I think everyone needs some excuse to be frightened, I suppose, sometimes. Or a reason why something might go bad. But then I think when you think that, you just make something, you just create your own...
You build it, yeah. So does that mean you don't have any superstitions?
Because my life is perfect, yeah.
Creatures of the sea.
We also spoke to Robbie from The Great Outdoors, who gave us a few tips on what we will need to bring with us if we're camping at festivals.
Everyone who comes in usually starts with a tent, you know, it's the
basic.
Something that everybody associates with festival is like camping. So with a tent, it is an example of one here. It's a tunnel style, but for festivals, especially with the weather, you're never going to know what's going to happen.
This is quite a big tent now, actually. How many people can you fit in here?
This one depends how well you know the people, really, but this one would be a 3 to 4 person.
Okay.
If
you're very friendly, you can get 8 in there.
Yeah, or more, yeah. And quite a really large porch area, which is good because if the weather turns bad, it's a space where you can kind of sit and
you can just hang out.
You can just hang out there, yeah. And you don't get the inside of the tent muddy. Then this area would be just all for all your gear, storage, your kind of drinks, and then you keep the rest of the tent kind of clean for sleeping in.
And how waterproof are these now? Can they survive thunder and lightning storms?
Yeah, fully waterproof. Yeah. So anything that can be thrown at it, really, which is kind of the good things about our tents. They'd all be pretty much waterproof, so
they're for hardcore campers.
Properly, yeah. And so you can use them then afterwards if you want to go, down the west coast, whatever, where it's going to be a bit windier. But perfect, and with this kind of design, they withstand a lot of wind and a lot of rain.
Sure.
So yeah.
These little pop-up tents are becoming more and more popular. Do you sell those as well?
We do, yeah. We have pop-up tents which are
for the lazy tent push-uppers.
Yeah, well, very easy to put up, but not so easy to take down again. You know, there's a knack to folding them, and the other thing is they fold flat into a large disc, so they're not the handiest thing for carrying around. Yeah.
Okay, and so what tents do you find are the best sellers coming up to festivals?
Well, we do have a package that we kind of we order them in, especially for festivals, which will be this kind of style tent. It's a little bit smaller than this. We actually don't have it on display at the moment, but a little bit smaller. But this design as well, which offers lots of space, which is great, and packs up nice and small. And we do it with a package with sleeping bags and mats, so you can kind of just come in, and because most people going to a festival, they don't really
think about what they're going to need.
Yeah, they just want to be told, here you go, this is going to do you. Kind of they're more worried about kind of what bands they're going to see and stuff.
And what drinks they should bring.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so putting up tents is not the easiest thing in the world unless you do it all the time. How long on average should it take to put up a tent?
5 or 10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, so that's the target. 5 or 10 minutes to put up your tent. If you're going over that, you're in trouble.
Exactly. Great. Yeah. At festivals, the ground wouldn't be purely flat, so you need something just to give you a little bit of cushioning.
Dug in the back by stones.
So that will make makes a difference. That's the least expensive kind of option. Okay. So.
And how much is that one then?
These are about €10.
Okay.
Yeah, and they roll up, and you can just stuff them in the side of your rucksack or whatever. But comfortable enough, and they offer insulation as well, because the sleeping bag just on the ground isn't going to keep you warm. It needs to be insulated from below. So that's the other huge advantage with a mat.
And then you've got these fancy ones that look like some sort of like water sports.
Yes, the one on the top is would be like for expedition kind of summits, Himalayas.
Climbing Everest, you'll need this one.
Absolutely, this is the kind of thing. They pack up tiny, so they kind of pack up to that size. Where the other ones kind of pack up to about this size here, so you can see the difference. These ones.
I'll be packing this one.
Yeah. If you're stuck for space, get one of those. But these kind of ones, which are a self-inflatable mat, so they fold up.
I like the idea of that.
Very, very handy. That's the inside of it, so foam.
Oh, wow.
So basically when you roll them, it squeezes all the air out of the foam. So they pack up very small, and then to open them, you just open the valve the foam automatically expands and sucks in the air from the outside. So you're kind of self-inflatable, as they call them, and they're about €30. Okay. So they're a really popular one because they're warmer as well to use underneath your sleeping bag. Festivals, generally in July, August, September, 2-season bag is fine, apart from if there's going to be a freak kind of snowstorm, but you never know. They come with a package with the tents for about €139. You get a tent and 2 sleeping bags, or you can buy them on their own, and they cost €30 each. You find with the electric picnic crowd, they generally they're thinking ahead. They're not just thinking for the festival.
Yeah.
Oxygen, generally people are only thinking of those 3 days. Yeah. And electric picnic, they're thinking, we could use these tents again.
Go on a lovely little family holiday.
Exactly. Yeah. There's cooking stuff, so I heard there's a rumour people eat at festivals as well.
I've never heard of that before now.
But
what we're talking about.
We have things like meal kits that
Oh wow.
They everything packs up small together, so you're generally you can have everything.
Like a little lunchbox.
Like a little lunchbox, yeah, but it has a cup inside, and everyone should have one of these.
Oh my God!
It's called a
spoon,
spork.
knife, and fork all in one.
This is from Light My Fire, which is a Swedish company, but they make all these really trendy kind of outdoor stuff, and
that's really handy.
Yeah, so we sell these separately as well. Like they're $2.95, but they're brilliant. There's something that you just throw in your bag, because they're if you're having soup or a sandwich or exactly.
Yeah.
And
how much are they then?
These are €20.
And what's this here now? Kind of caught my eye.
These are dehydrated food.
Oh my God, you sell food in a camping store.
Yeah. So basically they're dehydrated food that you just add water to. Heat them up, and
you see, you might necessarily need this at the electric picnic, because luckily enough there's a great array of food on offer at the festivals, but just in case.
Just in case, or if you're a big Bean and Sausage fan, you can always have one close at hand. €5. So cheaper than a
burger.
Cheaper than a coffee shop.
Churches now.
Yeah.
So once the kind of festival is over and you're going back to your campsite, you need to be able to find your way back and find your friends. These are handy.
Plus it's hands-free as well, so you have your 2 hands to stop yourself from falling, or for holding beer. And they're perfect, people, you should have them in your car,
so
or you just throw it in a glove box.
These on then?
They have a strap, if I can find one.
Kind of like a miner's.
Exactly like a miner's hat. It has an elastic band that goes around your head. They're very, very comfortable, because they're very light these days, and the LED lenses, so super bright, but perfect for walking back from the festival tent. Brilliant. Yeah, so just people usually throw a few in a bag when they're going to festivals.
And what do you do with these then? Do you just snap them?
Yeah. 2 chemicals in the inside, and just there's a little glass area that you just have to find and snap. Okay. So the 2 chemicals mix and it causes it to glow then. So, brilliant. You know, good for for those slower songs where you hold your lighter up, you can.
And they're only $1.90, brilliant.
$1.90, so perfect, and they come in different colours. So the festival goers have, they're a smart bunch, and they've kind of caught on to the fact that you can, fill 2 litres or 3 litres of your favourite cocktail and have it on you at all times. Tent I was telling you about earlier, which is a great offer. You get the 3-person tent with a really large porch, kind of for hanging out in, 2 sleeping bags, and it's €139. So that would normally set you back for a quality tent like that, and those bags kind of over €200. So special electric picnic offer.
There's no doubt that the Electric Picnic is our favourite festival at IMTV. We've been there nearly every single year. But it's more than just a music festival, it's a boutique festival. And why? Because it's got amazing areas like the Body and Soul, Lost Vagueness, and you must check out Loose End Dossier Circus, who perform every year at the Electric Picnic. We'll have more information about the lineup and the breakdown of the stages closer to the time of the festival, so make sure you follow us on Twitter. That has been the festival news. I've been Helen O'Reilly, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. And it's competition time here on IMTV. Thanks to the great outdoors, you can camp in style at the Electric Picnic by winning a 4-man tent, sleeping bags and mats. All you need to do is answer this simple question: how many people can you fit in a 4-man tent? Send your answers to us at festivals@irishmusictelevision.com, and best of luck.